What's good, guys? How's it going? That did not land well. Hey guys, how's it going? So I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I'm quite a big Disney fan. Wait, did I mention that? Literally thousands of times. Oops. So, today I thought it'd be fun as another kind of truth about Ash Valmont, get to know Ash Valmont kind of thing, video, that's the word. I do a Disney version and tell you guys my thoughts, opinions, facts. I don't think there'll be any facts in this. About Disney. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I have been told is called a Disney tag, which is basically a video of me running through a list of like quick fire questions. And I'll be providing my answers to all of them. And hopefully that will allow you guys to get to know me a bit better, get to know my thoughts on Disney a bit better, my favourite things a bit better. And yeah, hopefully we become even better friends by the end of the video. So let's jump in. Okay, so the first question is obviously what is my favourite Disney film? Now, those of you who have been Valmonters for a while will know this. In fact, you'll know the top 3. Some of you may even know the top 5. So I'm going to run through certainly the top 3. I'll go from bottom to top, I guess. Anyway, I know how. As there's actually a bit of a story around why my favourite Disney film is my favourite Disney film. So yeah, coming in third. My third favourite Disney film is Hercules. I honestly have no idea why. I love a lot of things about this movie. I just think it's one of those ones that I've been able to watch no matter what I'm going through in life. So during breakups, for example, I struggle to watch some of the more romantic Disney films, mainly because I've either watched those movies with the previous partner that I've gone through the breakup with, or those movies hold a special significance to me and my former partner during those times. So there's certain movies that I prefer to watch when I'm going through those tough times, or can still watch during those tough times, and Hercules is one of them. It doesn't lean too heavily into the romance, even though there is romance elements, but the focus around the heroic story helps me get through those, I guess. The second reason Hercules is my third favourite Disney movie is obviously the soundtrack. Michael Bolton's version of Go the Distance, unparalleled, truly incredible. So my second favourite Disney movie is actually Tangled, and this one holds so much space in my heart. It is such a special movie to me. Flynn is a character I relate to heavily and have cosplayed several times actually, and I'm looking forward to doing so again very shortly in a better quality costume this time as well. It's something that I've really invested heavily into, and I'm looking forward to re-debuting him on TikTok soon. But yeah, Flynn and Rapunzel, I've had a lot of emotional significance with those two characters. And with the movie in general, I think most people will agree the lantern scene during I See the Light is still one of the most incredible Disney scenes ever. And my number one favourite Disney movie is, of course, Tarzan. So those of you who have followed me for a while will know this story. But I worked with animals for about 6 years, basically the first half of my career. Raised lions, tigers, gazelles, everything from birth. I've lived with animals, I've worked with animals, I've spent days on end, weeks on end, months on end in the company of animals. And at the time I had very long dark hair as well. So yeah, I very much relate to Tarzan on a very personal level. And of course, similar to, well, Tangled and Hercules, the soundtrack is unsurpassed. Phil Collins did not have to go that hard for the Tarzan soundtrack, but he did. He did that for us. The second question is, what is my favourite Disney character? And again, this has a couple of answers for different reasons. So my favourite Disney character, Tarzan I relate to heavily, but he may not be my favourite character. I think that would actually go to Flynn Rider. Flynn Rider has an attitude and a sense of humour and just a general personality that I really relate to. He's very much a person who looks around at everything going on and just says, what the hell is going on? But I'm going to vibe with it anyway. He just goes along with it no matter how crazy it is to him, and still has fun doing it at the time as well. And that's very much me with life, particularly right now, but pretty much for my entire life so far. And aside from those more personal characters that I relate to, my number one will always be Mickey Mouse. I have such an affinity for Disney World. Disney World is the most important place in the world to me. And there's a show there, if you've never been. The show is called Fantasmic. YouTube it if you can, if you've not been, or go see it when the world opens up again if you can. That show makes me heckin' emotional every single time. I cry every single time, and if I ever need inspiration or motivation, in fact, I listened to it right before this video. If I ever need motivation or hyping up, I will watch a video of Fantasmic, And Mickey's appearance and Mickey's energy, and just the sentiment that it all began with a mouse and an imagination, kind of is something really special to me. So yeah. Third question is my favorite Disney princess, and this is another one with multiple answers, but actually only one of them is accurate. So I told you guys my 3 favorite Disney movies are Hercules, Tangled, and Tarzan. Those are also my 3 favorite Disney women, I guess. Only one of them actually being a princess. So yeah, Meg from Hercules, amazing. The attitude is pristine. We love her. Rapunzel, the only actual princess on this list. Again, wonderful sense of adventure and just, I guess, being open to everything. I love that. But my number one will always be Jane. Jane makes me laugh so much, and I actually have dated girls like Jane. I've got friends who are like Jane. And again, there seems to be a common theme in all of these people I'm relating to, in that they all just say, this is really weird, what's happening is really weird, but I'm going to go along with it and have some fun anyway. And that seems to be reflected in not only the characters I like, from Tarzan through to Flynn through to Hercules, but through the princesses as well. Fourth question is favorite Disney sidekick, and this one should be pretty evident. I have a few Disney animals that I like, hence the Disney sleeve tattoo, full of animals. But yeah, this may change. It does go back and forth quite a lot, but there's 2 that kind of take pride of place on my arm. The first being Miko. I don't know if you can see him there. Miko. And the second is Pascal. If it'll focus, there we go. Yep. So Miko and Pascal, hilarious, just literally hilarious. So funny, such an attitude. And it's almost like bratty energy, isn't it? It's like, no, I'm not doing what you say. And I love that. That's what you need in a sidekick. When the main character is so open to just, yeah, let's do everything, you need a sidekick who's like, no. And I think that's perfect for those 2 characters in particular. Number 5, my favourite Disney song. This is an easy one. This doesn't have more than one answer. It is, of course, I See the Light from Tangled. So much emotional significance to me. So much emotion in it in general. And so much beauty in the visuals. Particularly with me relating to Flynn so hard, and being a complete empath, I can very much insert myself into that scene and feel everything that is happening in that scene. It's definitely also getting played at my wedding. Sorry, future wife, it's happening. Number 6 is what Disney character would be my best friend? My issue I have when I was kind of thinking of answers for this question, I was like, oh, Mickey Mouse, of course. No, way too innocent. Flynn Rider, no, we'd argue all the time because we're too similar. Tarzan, dude'd put me to shame with his heckin' rockin' bod. So yeah, I kind of came to one answer that would suit me down to the ground as a best friend, and that is Jack Sparrow. Someone, again, I've been compared to a lot, but I think we'd have fun. He's more chill than me, I think, and that's saying a lot. You know how chaotic Jack Sparrow is, but I think he's more chill than me in that he's perfectly happy to just sit back and vibe, while I think that'd be really good for me while I'm going crazy on the ship and drinking rum and partying and wanting to go to exciting places. He'd just be like, yeah, sure, fine, let's go, why not? And I think that's what I'd need in a best friend. Someone who can match my chaotic energy and also vibe when I refuse to. Number 7 is who would be your Disney pet? And I had so many answers for this. I was like, oh, of course it'd be Pascal or Miko. But then I was reading someone else's answer and they said Stitch. And god damn, that's a good answer. I would have some heckin' fun with Stitch as a pet. If I thought it was chaos now, imagine what I could do with Stitch as my pet. We would just break everything. It would not be good. Avoiding property destruction and just general mayhem. I think another animal that would be a good pet for me to have would be Raja. He is tattooed on me somewhere. There. And again, it's similar to what I said about Jack Sparrow. It's like, he has a chill vibe, and that's what I'd need. I'd be like rocking it out in Agrabah, ready to party, and Raja would just chill next to me and be like, just lie down, bro. Just like, let's have a nap. Let's calm down. Raja seems to be that kind of bro. And I think that'd be really good for me. So that could be a cool pet. If we're going down the sort of emotional support animal kind of route. Purely on the most realistic level, who would be my Disney pet? Miko, just because I freaking love raccoons. They're one of my favorite animals. The most fun would probably be Stitch. The best for me would probably be Raja. And question 8, and the final question is, have you ever been to Disneyland? And I have not, but I've been to Disney World. I mentioned this earlier in the video. Disney World is by far the most emotionally significant place in the world to me. It's where I want to go every year with my future wife and kids. Hell, it's where I want to go every year in general, but I've been looking for someone to go with me for a few years now. And yeah, it's just such a special place to me. I used to go every single year as a kid with my family. Yeah, and it became a very, very special place to me. And it always will be. Yeah, Disney World is my happy place, very much so. And I honestly can't wait to go back. Hopefully very soon. So yeah, guys, those are my Disney tag answers. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you've learned a little bit more about me and my thoughts on Disney. Some of you may know these answers from being in my live streams if you follow me for a while. But I think there's plenty more questions to go. This is like 8 questions on a list of over 50. So if you want more, please let me know down in the comments. Whether you want me to answer more Disney questions, whether there's any other topics you'd like me to cover, maybe Marvel, Harry Potter, things like that. Yeah, just let me know in the comments which would be your favorite out of those kind of tag videos, I guess they're called. So yeah, if you want me to do some quick fire Harry Potter questions or Marvel or whatever it happens to be, just let me know. So as you can imagine, I always have a lot to say on Disney and I'm always very happy to talk about it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. So yeah, I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Subscribe down below if you're not already. 2 videos coming out a week, every single week. And I'm doing pretty well at sticking to that so far, so hopefully I can keep it up. So yeah, I love you guys, I can't wait to see you all again soon, and I shall see you in the next video. Love you.